Okay. So yesterday we have seen, right, while creation of a table, we have assigned some data types, right? So we will see that the data types what clearly in this session today. So actually, this data type is a fixed set of properties with values that can be used in a column or of a table. Like what it will do, no? Like it will arrange the data. Like it will define the data, what type of we are going to be stored on that particular column. Okay, like if we define that, no, then previously the upcoming people who are using the tables or who are altering the tables, who are modifying the tables. So those people can use the same data. For an example, if I am using a table called students, like in the subject called maths. So if we use, currently we are given the data type as a number. Okay. Now what it will do, no, like it will accept only numbers, not accept strings, isn't it? So to avoid, if they provide any string characters, it will be a mismatch of data, right? Actually, there's that column need to be stored data as a number. It will store the marks. But what they are doing, they are entering the characters. Is it valid data for that particular column?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So such kind of things, if you we can avoid that such kind of human errors with the help of these data types. And one more thing also here we need to more consider. So we will define the database. I mean, we are saying that to the database for this particular column, we are using this particular data type. You can define that strength, I mean length also. Okay. So each data type will store some extent of data. Okay, first, before going to that, let me tell you that what are the data types are available in Oracle. Okay, see here, these are the few Oracle provided data types available in Oracle DB. See, it's a less only. Like if we come to it is again divided into four types. One is character, number, date, and binary data types. Okay, under that characters again we have a char, nchar, varchar, and varchar2, nvarchar2, clob, n silof, and long. These are the data types available under the characters. Again, we have a number data type. It's a normal data type, like a date is stores the date type of things, and binary data types. Like if you want to store any information in the form of images, pictures, documents, and audio files, some emails. So such kind of if you want to store such kind of information means we can go with this binary data types. Okay, this is we will this data types we will use for to store large amount of files, which is in the form of any file format. Okay, now we will see like what is the data type and how much what is the capacity of that data type. See here, first we will discuss about character functions. Here we have a char. It is a pixel and character position. See here, how many what is the maximum size of this data type? See here, the maximum size of this character function is 2000 bytes per a row. If we define 2000, it will consider 2000 characters. If you don't define means it will consider only 1 byte. That means only one character it will store. Are you clear until this point? Like what are the
Yes.
data types and under that types what are the things? Do you have any questions? Are you good or you have any questions? Okay. Next, varchar2. This is also one of the character function, sorry, character data type. It will accept 4000 bytes per row. So this one, if you don't provide means it will also accept 1 byte. Okay, varchar2 will store 4,000 bytes. N varchar, sorry, nchar. So it is also fixed row in a table with trailing blanks, and this limit is 2000 bytes only. And by default, it will take only one character. See here, n varchar2 also same like a. So it will depends on natural character set. The maximum set must be specified. By default, it will take one character or 1 byte. It is also this capacity is for 4000 bytes. But we are come to clock file. See here, 4 gigabytes. Do you know what is meant by gigabyte? GB. The clock file will store the capacity of 4 GB capacity. It will store up to 4 GB. The same enclave also 4 bytes. Sorry, megabytes, not a megabytes, gigabytes, right? Long. This is the long data type will store 2 gigabytes per row. Like that, we have a many data types. Like if it is a number means it will accept maximum length of 38. Like it will accept 21 bytes per row. The length it will accept 38 characters. That bytes it will store 21 bytes. Okay. Like date. It is also like it will store the normal form of date formats. It anyone. Like it is a DD, YYY, or we can use any format. So like the same kind like binary data types, we have a blog, bfile, raw, long raw, raw ID, MIS lab. Those all kinds of data types are available. If required, I will provide the URL also. Like I have taken this data from one of the Oracle website. No, this one. This one. I will share this URL with you. You can take this and you can go through with that. Okay. If you have any queries. Okay, I have shared that URL in the chat. You can copy it and refer it again. Okay, are you clear about this data types? Do you have any questions in it? Hello.
Guru, what is the difference between care and N-care? Where you use this one?
Okay, actually, this is the fixed length one. This is a variable length.
Length, right? No, I'm asking
Sir,
about care and end care.
okay, okay. Ncar actually, care and ncar, right?
Yeah.
So those are these two are we are using in a creation of a table level only. But it the difference is it is a pixel length characters with 1 second. Actually, I'm also not use this char and nchar.
Mhm.
Actually, in real time, we will use only this varchar to function. Sorry, varchar to data type. This number and date. This log, clog or build file like that.
Okay.
Like why? Because I have already said right. Like this varchar will have a garbage collection. So that's why it is it will increase the utilization of I mean database more.
Okay.
I will like examine it and I will tell you again. Okay.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Mm. But you know need to know like what is the data types available and what are the
Mhm.
size it will accept.
Okay.
In real time, we are using this varchar 2 only for if we are using with any character functions.
Okay.
I mean character things.
And how about int? Don't you use int here? So always will be number only.
No, we don't have in int function. I mean int data type in Oracle. Those
Okay.
integer will be come on C, Java, those all things, all kind of programming languages.
Okay. So if you want to use the biggest number, so this
Huh.
length is very less
We
only,
can
right?
use directly number.
But it takes only 21 bytes, right? So if you want
21
to
characters
make it
means like how many digits it will accept.
probably 21 only, right?
Huh. It will accept up to 21 digits. Then it will accept remaining as a decimal points, fraction points up to
Okay.
38.
Mhm.
Okay. Now we'll go to database. I'm opening the Oracle database, SQL Developer. Okay. Yesterday we stopped like insertion of a data and we have seen the data, right? So like this all are comes under commands, SQL commands. Under SQL commands, we are remember one thing, these SQL commands are most important. So currently we are having five types of commands: DDL, DML, DRL, or DQL, and TCL, and DCL. These are five types of commands available in Oracle SQL. So what is meant by DDL means data definition language. DML stands for
Data manipulation language.
manipulation language. Yes. DRL or DQL stands for data retrieval language or data query language. TCL stands for transaction control language. Data control language. DCL stands for. And one more thing here, this data definition languages are auto committed. This means we don't need to save this manually. Whenever we are executing this command, compiler will automatically save this transaction in a database. It is the most important one. In the interviews also they will ask. And we come to DML language. It is not auto committed. It is a user manually need to be committed. Getting DDL or auto committed, it will automatically saved by the compiler itself whenever we execute the command. But where come to DML, these operations are not performed by the compiler. User need to be performed like a saving activity. Okay, if you don't save means the data will be lost. Okay, remaining all also don't need to commit this autosave is not required for this. This DRL is used to retrieve the data from the database, extracting the data. Okay, TCL stands for it is completely related to transaction control. I mean, how we can say it will restrict the transactions to a particular person, or if you want to allow that person uh, to do that activity. Like under this, we will have a how we can commit, rollback, and save point. Commit is used for saving the data, and rollback is used for to retrieve the deletion of your data. Save point means it is used for data insertion level. We'll see that. It is depend completely on transaction levels. Like whatever the activities we are performing over here under DDL or DML, based on that we will use these transaction controls. Okay, this is for DCL, data control language. DCL under this we will perform any activities based on our access. For an example, you have entered into the store. Like how extent you can granted that permission. Will they allow you to in go down or cabins building cabins? Those are kind of places. No, right? We are allowing only for store premises. Like we can reach out to the all the goods, whatever they kept in shelves. We can go there, we can pick that products and we can just reach out to the billing counter. They are not allow us to make a bill or they are not allow us to go down and pick the products. Those all kind of activities. So here also, like in SQL also, in the database also, like if you are having permission, whatever which extent you are having permission, you can use that much only. Those permissions we are providing with the help of DCL commands. Okay, are you getting like what is mean by these commands and why we will use these commands? Are you clear? Do you have any questions in it? Okay. Now we will see like what are the commands will come under DDL. So under DDL, we will get create, alter, drop, truncate, rename. So these are the commands. It will come under DDL. Okay. Now under DML, insert, update, delete. These three commands will come under DML. Welcome to DQL or DRL. Under this, we are having only one. It is a select. So here we will use only one command, which is select. And welcome to TCL. We are having three commands again. Commit, rollback, and save point. Okay. Now again, welcome to DCL. Here we have two commands, grant and revoke. These are the commands available under each and every section under this DDL commands. Like in some interviews, whenever we are attending into SQL, they will ask these kinds of what are the commands available under DDL? What are the commands available under DML? Sometimes they will ask like these questions. And sometimes they will ask some questions like, what is the difference between DDL and DML commands? Then you need to answer, say like that DDL commands are having auto committed. These are the table level actions. And one more thing you need to remember, these all are worked on table level. These DML commands are completely depends on data level. Okay. So these DDL commands are auto committed. We don't need to save this manually. But where come to DML, these commands are need to save manually. These are the difference available for DDL and DML. Okay. Now we will start DDL. So let me go with create. Why we'll use this create command? Yesterday we have discussed now. Why we'll use this create command?
Create tables.
Yes. Yeah, with the help of this create command, we can use created tables or creation of your views, creation of a sequence, synonyms, materialized views, whatever it may be. With this help, we can create everything in a Oracle, whatever the Oracle will support. Okay. Without create, we can't create anything in a database. Whenever we are doing any new activity, definitely we need to use command called create. Okay. Now we will create one table. Like we are already created, right? This table. Yesterday we have created it. See here how we are creating a table. Create table, table name, and we have seen the syntax also. So here we are using create is a command. After that, we will use, like if it is a table means we will define the keyword called table. If it is a view means we will define a keyword called view. If it is sequence means we need to define the sequence. Whatever, whenever we creating any new object. So after that create command, we need to use that object name. You know, right? What is meant by object? Everything will be a call as object. You guys are understanding, right? If you have any questions
Yes.
also, please raise it. I will tell you that. Okay. We already know like how to create a table and what is that column names and what are the data types we have used. And today in session we have seen the data types and what are the lengths also, right? So based on that requirement, we will use any type of like data types and we can provide that size. Okay. Now, yesterday we have seen insertion of a data and it is we have used only one method, right? We will continue that method after that. We have remaining two more methods. So we'll discuss that. It is a DDL command. So again, I'm going with DML. Why I'm going like this means like then only you can identify like what is the table and how they are, what is the data, how we are extracting it. Then we will go with one by one. Like we can alter the table, we can add additional columns in a table, or we can remove that existing columns in a table. And this is drop is used for to delete the data. I mean to delete the entire table. This truncate is used for to delete only data and rename is used for to rename the table name. Okay, like that we have a this kinds of commands under DDL. We will discuss tomorrow. We will complete this tomorrow. Okay, then DML. So under DML we have a insert, update, and delete. Insert is used for insert a new data into table. Like if you want to correct or update it, if you want, we can use command called update. Okay, from the DML commands. If you want to delete any particular record from the database, or if you want to delete any data from a particular condition, then we will use delete command. Okay. Now you're clear, right? Like what is mean by DDL and what are the commands and why you will use this one. Create is used for to create a tables or any object. Alter is used for to do modifications on the any object, whatever we have created. And drop is used for to delete, I mean to destroy everything. data plus structure. Okay. And truncate. Truncate is used for only delete data from the table. And one more thing you need to remember here is the data can't be rolled back. Okay. Drop is used to delete entire table plus data. But where come to truncate is used for only delete the data. This is also one of the interview question. What is the difference between drop, truncate, and delete? Okay. And rename is used for just change the previous name to new name. Okay. Now I will tell you like what is the difference between drop, truncate, and delete. It is the most important interview question. So like if you attend 10 interviews, around 7 or 8 interviews, you will get this question. Okay. Drop is just now I have said drop is used for to delete entire table with data permanently. Truncate is used for to delete data only. It won't delete the table structure. But where come to delete, so this is also used for delete the data. But if you are not save that transaction, we can roll back the data. But if you save, then it will work like a truncate again. Before saving, we can use rollback. After save, we can't. It will won't work. Then it will consider it as a truncate. That's it. You got the difference of drop, truncate, and delete.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll see like the insert command. So yesterday we have seen like this method. So currently we are not defining any column names over here, right? Like if I want to insert only student names, I don't need this marks. Correct. Like I got the requirement. So the new students got joined into the college or school. Okay. Now I need to add that entire students data into a particular table called students only. For example, I have a 10 students got joined into uh, the particular school. I need to enter the 10 particular students information. But the table structure is like this format. See here, currently the table structure is student number is there, student name, like all the subject also there is there. Like if I need to only insert data for only this particular two columns, student number and student name. Like if we use this method, will it accept? We'll try that, okay? Now what I'm doing is, I will remove this data. Now I will insert only, now tell me anybody's name. Okay. I need to enter this student information into a table. Now I will try to insert it. I will select this command. I will enter. Oh, sorry, it is not connected. See here, it is throwing error like not enough values. Currently in the table, we are having 6 more columns, but we are entering the data for only 2 columns. So to avoid such kind of issues, we have a one more method called value method. So for that, we will write insert statement like this. Insert into Students, here we will define the column names. Whatever the data we are going to enter, we will just define the column names. Student number, comma, student name. Like whatever the sequence we are following, we need to enter the data also for the same sequence. Like in this table, we have it these two columns. For this particular two columns, we are going to pass a values. Okay. Now we are going to enter these values. See here. Now I have selected it and I am executing. See, one row got inserted. Now I will see like how the data will be stored. If I need to see the data, what command I need to use? Select command. So I'm using select star from students. Students is the table name. So I will select it and I will execute it. See here, one row got inserted with the name of Devendra. But see here, the subjects are coming null. Okay, why? Because it is coming null means if there is no data means it will consider it as a null. Null means nothing. The same way we have one more method, addressing method. Here we are passing the table name, I mean columns and values manually, right? But if you want to insert the same kind of information again and again, means I need to write this insert statement again and again. So if I need to insert any another name, let me take another name. If I need to insert one more record means I need to use one more name only. Like this, I need to use. If I need to insert many records means I need to use this statement again and again. I need to write this statement again and again. But to avoid that, we have a one more method called addressing method. See here, two more records got inserted. Now let me check the data again. See, two more records got inserted into the table with all null values. But we have one more method, which is addressing method. In this, we will define like this. So then I will write a one more insert statement in addressing method. See here also we need to define the column names. If you want to enter only for particular two columns or whatever you require. If you are not, if you are providing values for all columns means you don't need to provide this column names. You can directly use the first method. Insert into students values. Okay. Here we need to write a condition. Like for the first column, we need to define first and then we need to define the column name. This is for user identification. Whenever we are entering the values, right, at the time it will show that enter the value for this particular column. It will show this message. And what is the second column? Student name. Here we are not hard coding any values. We are just addressing it with the help of AND operator. Okay. Now I have defined that addressing method. Now I will execute it. We'll see how the value will be inserted. I am trying to execute it with the help of control and enter. See here, previously the value is directly inserting when we are hard coding in the insert statement. But here we are, what we are doing, here we are addressing it with the help of one command. See, when I am executing this command, it is giving a pop-up saying that enter a value for student number 04. I'm entered a value for this particular column. Click on OK. Again, it is asking for enter the value for student name. So I have entered some value. Let me click on OK. See here, internally, it got written a statement. It is a old statement when we are trying to execute. Okay, after that, once we enter the values for this particular addressing method, it has internally written a code like insert into students and student number and name. Values are this one. See here, this values, this statement we didn't write written. System is generated and it is automatically executing this command internally. Finally, the row got inserted. We'll see the data. See, the seventh record got executed. It got inserted into table. Now, if I want to insert one more record means, I will don't write this insert statement again. I will just execute this statement. Like it is like a form entry 05. So here, like this, we can enter the rows n number of in the form method. So if we use this method, no, we will avoid some redundant values or human mistakes. The syntactical mistakes we can avoid it. So these are the three types available in the insertion method under DML. But remember one thing, like if you don't save this transaction, it will automatically delete it from the table once you shut down that system. Once you log out from this database. Why? Because I have already said these DML commands are not auto committed. We need to save these transactions manually. Okay. Are you clear until this point? Like an insertion command. Hello. Hello.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure. Do you have any questions in it?
And how about duplicates? Will it allow to insert duplicates?
Currently, it will allow all values, Lakshmi. So why? Because we
Okay.
didn't apply any constraints to it. After that, we will see like some constraints. Then it will restrict it. Okay, if you don't provide any constraint means it will allow all the values. It won't check that.
Okay.
Primarily, we are seeing like what is the table and how the data will be inserted.
Mhm.
Then we will go in depth, like we will apply some conditions for that, and we will apply some check conditions,
Okay.
data validations. We will go in depth. This is about commands under Oracle. So this is the
Okay.
most important comment, like where like if you are working with any EBS or normal database activities, so that at the time these all commands will come into picture. You need to use these all things. These all commands will come into picture. You need to definitely these all commands will touch. Like even in a fusion, sometimes they want to in a data migrations they will use some custom database. At the time also, you definitely, these commands will be useful. Currently, I'm also using in my current organization. But in Oracle Fusion, we don't use this DDL, DML, TCL, and DCL commands. We will use only one command, DRL, which is nothing but select command. But these all are the most important. If you know that means it will give more value to, to your file. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me now.
So you mean this fusion is only for this retrieval only, so only the selection process. You don't need to
Yes.
create any databases or tables or anything.